10 News Weather Authority from the JES Weather Center.
Good morning, everyone. Here's a look at our picture of the day. This is of rain that is fueling the garden. This is Jenna Zipton's garden right here in Roanoke. She's got some lettuce, some cabbage growing, lots of green ongoing. So Jenna, good job with your garden and maintaining it. Thanks for sending in this picture, by the way. Skycam network out there this morning continuing to show that we are dealing with mostly cloudy conditions as well as cool to mild temperatures, and we've got a little bit of a mist or drizzle in the air out there as you walk outside, so just be mindful of that if you're heading out the door within the next couple of minutes. We've also got some showers that we're tracking on radar. Amherst, Appomattox, Nelson, Rockbridge, Highland, Bath, Allegheny, Greenbrier, Pocahontas counties. This is really where we're seeing some of the lighter rain building in, maybe a little bit moderate rain at times, but everywhere else looks to be mostly dry, maybe a stray shower just south of Martinsville and Henry County. But again, as you head out the door, go ahead and grab the rain gear just because we're going to continue to track some of these isolated on and off showers throughout the remainder of the morning and throughout the remainder of our Wednesday. Now, the overall setup does continue to cater in moisture being pushed into the region along this upper level system track, which is going to be bringing some widespread showers and storms down to our south and down to our west. We're talking the lower plains and the Gulf Coast states where there is a severe risk in play for the day. However, this area of low pressure that we're currently dealing with eventually moves offshore and we try to dry out by the afternoon. You'll notice a couple of gaps in some of the cloud cover out there on Futurecast by 5 p.m. Might be partly cloudy in some areas, might see a little bit of sunshine, which provides a little bit of fuel for some storms to get going. Also provides a little bit of warmth out there as well. So by the 5 o'clock hour, we might see a couple of storms get going west of the viewing area and then push across parts of the New River Valley into the Roanoke Valley and parts of South Side through tonight. So maybe a few cracks of lightning, rumbles of thunder by the time we're all trying to go to bed. But high temperatures are going to be about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than what we saw yesterday. Still about 10 to 15 degrees below normal for the time of year. So the warmest spots are going to be along our southern border across the North Carolina, Virginia state line, where we're tracking temperatures between about 70 and 73 degrees out there. And yes, we are still ahead of schedule for monthly rainfall. Through May 28th, we usually see about 3.5 inches of rain. So far this May, through the 28th, we've seen about 5.5 inches of rain. I would suspect we're going to add to that total by the time the month is over as well, because that wet pattern is going to continue as we head into the back half of the week. I think tomorrow we're mostly dry. We'll likely see some isolated showers, maybe even a few storms, but then Friday comes our next front, and we've got this warm front here which is going to continue to lift off towards the north, bringing in warmer temperatures from the south, and then we've got some cooler and drier air that funnels in behind that area of low pressure. So yes, we are going to be breaking the spell finally. It's been a wet, a dreary, a cool week. By the time we get to this weekend, we are going to be drying out, and rain chances are going to be pretty low as we head into next week, as well as temperatures return to the 80s by Monday and Tuesday across the Roanoke Valley. For the next 7 days across the New River Valley, we reach about 75 on Monday and close to 80 by next Tuesday. South side well into the 80s by this weekend.